Hello and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. Thank you very much for joining me in this video. Now last time out we started our journey from Oslo and worked our way down into Sweden. We have not actually been in Sweden for too long. As you can see, this is the Swedish border right here. I know the map shows it there, but it looks like the Swedish border was actually the Swedish border is right here after the toll booth, but for some reason on the map it showed on the GPS it showed the border there, but apparently it is there. So there we go. So we have not been in Sweden for a very long time, but in today's journey we are going to be travelling through Sweden on whatever route is it, Route 47, Motorway 47, a little bit on the 26, back onto the 47, then onto the 40 for a short period, then the 30, 25, 27 again, and 27 all the way down. I think these may be A roads, not motorways. Yes, I think they are A roads. The motorways would be the E roads there. So we're going to be travelling down these routes. Now I do have an alternative that if I wanted to do so, I could go straight down here, all the way down the E20, E6, E20, and then at Helsingborg, going across to over here and then grabbing the ferry, but I'm not going to. Also, that's Malmo is rather large, but that is the plan for today. So make sure you stay tuned. There's the Scania factory. It is near Stockholm. Okay, so the Scania factory is there. There's the Scania test track. We are going to have to visit this at some point. I think we must do that. But make sure you stay tuned for the rest of today's journey, dropping our goods off over in a place that I cannot pronounce, but I'm going to pronounce it incorrectly as Gdańsk, and that is in Poland. So make sure you stay tuned. Okay, we are back underway. In the last video, of course, I pulled into a petrol station which had a rest spot, so I pulled in there. That, by the way, is the E6 E20 road. I'm not sure exactly which one it is, but that is that road that we were talking about. And there's a little railway along here as well, which is quite nice to see. There's a lot going on in this area. They've really made good use of the land. I apologise again if there's some weird static or anything on my microphone. It didn't seem to be that problematic when I did a noise cancellation in the last video, at least according to the waveform, but since I'm recording this video directly after the last video, it may be a little bit problematic. I do apologise if it is, and whilst I take a sharp breath in that I was not supposed to do, I will try and ensure that is fixed for future videos. I think I just need a new microphone. Right. This is an interesting junction. But okay, we are back on the main road, so our little detour did not really cost us anything more than a minute or so. And we shall now continue on the roads through Sweden. Perhaps no more tunnels this time. Last time we had a lot of tunnels, so let's see what we get in the way of tunnels this time. I am assuming we are going to have a lot less, but you never know. You never know. It isn't always a good idea to make assumptions. You're more. I think it's better to make deductions, given on lots of given information, and deduce things as opposed to just outright assume random things. Going over a river, we are passing through a town. And it does look like I have right of way here, so I'm going to continue. On this junction, do I have right of way? I do have right of way on this junction, but it looks like there's a vehicle already there. Yeah, go on, go across. And then I'll continue. It'll get out of the way of a broken down, crashed Audi. What did it hit? I've seen a few of those where it's a little strange. Did they hit that concrete or what? Because it's pretty easy to see that concrete. I'm not sure how they've hit it. But I suppose you don't know. You really don't know what people do. Nice. It says the speed limit is 43 miles per hour. I'm doing 50, but that's okay. This is Euro Truck Simulator after all. Another main road. Oh, we've got a tractor. Looks like that is the E20. Didn't we just? I think yeah, we saw this road. Do not pull out. Do not pull out. Do not pull out. Thank you. GLS operates all the way here. Okay. Unless it's just a glitch. Ah, it is 50 here now. Interesting fencing they've got here. This red and blue fencing. Maybe conservation areas of some sort. That is all I can think of these places being. I might take a thumbnail here actually. Here you go. Just something to, something different. That's decent. Again, that I do wish that there was more that could be done with the photo mode. I think it would be awesome if there was a lot more that could be done with the photo mode, but as we have it in this current fashion, it shall do. It shall do. Okay, let's continue on the road. I'll stay right the way over. There we go. Best as I can, to ensure that other users of the road can safely pass. Alright, so where am I going from here? Looks like I'm turning off at this roundabout. So I'll start indicating now. There's the roundabout. Oh, that was my fault. I hit the brakes and I did not hit the brakes hard enough. That was completely my fault. Sorry. The scenery here is lovely. Yeah, I think what I need to do here... Why are you doing that? No, I'm not going in front of that lorry. I wasn't going to be able to make that. Much safer to wait like that than to try and go out in front and have issues. So I think what I need to be doing is adjusting my brake sensitivity on a per load basis. So I'm guessing my the last cargo that I carried, the last trailer I had, might have been lighter than this. I'm not sure. Where on earth has this taken me? It's just taking me into the middle of farms. I mean, this is great and all, but and it's going to be great for photos, as you can see. Just gives it a look of, where on earth are you? Perhaps I can take one at the back of the truck in this case. I need to get my trailer back. That's what I need to do. If we were going the other way, that would have been much nicer, a much better photo. Let me try this side again. Should I wait until we are further around the road? I think I might. So let's get further around. So we want the... It will have this, whatever this field is. Chamomile? No, chamomile's wrong colour. I'm not sure what these plants are. I have to have a closer look at them. Yeah, not a clue. They're not dandelions, that's for sure. And now we're not turning as much. It was the turning that looked fancy. Wait, there is another turn coming up. This isn't much of a turn, but I'm going to try it anyway. So from this side, I'll start indicating and then I'll begin the turn and then try from here. Oops, I just knocked the microphone. Yeah, it's just in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, I think I missed my opportunity for a really good photo, unfortunately. Although I could just do something along with these lines. And just say, where on earth has this thing rooted me? Because I'm fairly certain this is not where I'm supposed to be going. Oh, it could be because of a road closure. I'm just looking at that. It could very well be because of a road closure that has happened. Okay, fair enough. Although you would have seen a lot more vehicles there then, so maybe it isn't. No idea whatsoever. Let's do a bit of car spotting again. See if there's any fancy cars in this that I know anything about and I quite like. We are heading towards Gothenburg. This is a sharp zigzag, very, very sharp. Is that a Subaru Legacy I just saw? An old Legacy with the intake scoop on the bonnet. I do like cars that have that, but I do wonder how what kind of effect that has when you've got a lot of dirt or you live in an area with lots of leaves. You're going to be constantly cleaning that intake, whereas an intake at the bottom is perhaps not quite as prone or susceptible to getting clogged up. Horses. That's something you don't often see. Horses and they're moving. That is something you do not see often at all. Animated horses. I mean, in Euro Truck Simulator, not in the real world, you see horses a lot. Actually, that's an interesting question. Around the world, in different places, I wonder what kind of animals people see a lot of. So over here, you see a lot of sheep, a lot of cows, and a lot of horses, and the occasional donkey. By far, I think sheep and cows are the most popular that you'll see whilst you're on your travels. You're not going to see chickens anywhere, because chickens are obviously on a farm, away from, more often than not, away from main roads. You would have to travel to different places to be able to see chickens. But yes, I think horses, you'll often see those in farms, in pastures on the side of the road. You'll still see plenty of pastures around, and on the side of the road you'll see horses, or cows or sheep. So what is it that you often see in other countries? Is it the same? Do you see more horses than cows, or more cows than sheep, or more sheep than cows, or more sheep than horses? It is an interesting thing to wonder. It's your right of way, isn't it? Since you already pulled out. No, apparently you wanted to give it to me. Okay, that's fine. Old Volkswagen Passat there, it looked like. Like quite an old one. You're talking 1990s there. Oh, that's quite bumpy. That guy really should not have braked with a lorry pulling in behind him. Hitting the brakes is a bad idea. I think I need to try and use my side mirror a lot more. It is difficult though. Right, where am I headed? I think I'm taking this turning. So I'm on one of the motorways now, I think. The rain has begun. Then where am I going? Is it this road? I think I'm still taking this road. Okay, well, we'll continue along here as we go through the rain. I'll switch on some lights. Probably worth doing as I travel through. Ooh, slowing down for something. That spray coming up from the cars now. I'm not sure how long this rain's going to last. It doesn't look like it will last all too long. Probably should shift up to 12th. There we go. Actually, this is getting a little heavier. So I'll go to full wipers as we travel along. Nice noises for the rain. I do like this sound. One of the top mods, Sound Fixes mod. I do need to remember if I remember to make an extra video, just showing what mods I actually have running. I think that is something I need to do. Just a very short video, and this is obviously at 1.41. What are the mods I'm running? I think that was actually requested, so. I'll have to see if I can remember. Maybe I'll try and do it just after this video, right after this video. Let's continue along. I wonder what that yellow diamond means. So obviously I saw a speed limit, I saw the name of the road, and then that yellow diamond, I wonder what that means. If anybody from Sweden maybe enlighten me about that. I do like learning about these different, road signs, different ways. I mean, one of the things I've noticed here, do not pull, are you stupid? Maybe that means no stopping clearway. One of the things I've noticed here is that your road signs in Sweden are on a yellow background as opposed to a white background. So that's something I've noticed. Still the same red ring, but on a yellow background instead of white. Looks like the rain really is coming down now. It's not a bad attempt for spray on the vehicles. Not a bad attempt at all. I'm still looking for interesting cars here that I could talk about, and I have not really found any that I could talk about at length. It's a bit sharp here. And we are heading not this junction, but this one. Okay. Uh-oh. Ooh. I think... Did I just understeer? Do we actually have rain physics? I think I may have just understeered and that because of rain physics. I was turning the wheel and it just stopped turning. I cannot see if there's a car there. This weather's really bad. If that was understeer, that's impressive. Obviously I've damaged my truck, but that was impressive. I did not realise we had rain physics. Oh, this is really bad weather. Do I have fog lights on this or auxiliary lights? I need fog lights because this is... I can hear a thunderstorm. It's actually, is this fog light conditions or is it slightly... I mean, it isn't quite... No, yes, I would probably... This would be a borderline for me having fog lights on. In the real world, I think this would be borderline. Because I can see, you know, a couple of 100 meters ahead of me. But it is very beyond that. Suddenly everything's just a silhouette. And for that, I think that would be rather dangerous. That was silly. Okay. That was... I was had to have fairly quick reactions there. What is with these people? It's foggy, it's raining, it's foggy or misty, depending on what you want to call this. I would call this a light fog, as opposed to a mist. We've got light fog, or medium fog, and no, this is light fog. We've got rain, the roads are slippery, and people are pulling out. It's like real life. When the weather goes bad, people lose their minds. What on earth have you done there, head tracking? Hello? That's where my head is. Thank you very much. Well, we have petrol half a kilometre away. Yep, there it is. So my visibility is, I'd say, decent visibility is about 150 to 200 meters. So that's okay. This isn't terrible visibility. In fact, I think it is clearing up a bit now. It certainly looks like it is. Oh dear. They really hit the brakes hard. Really, really hard. I'll try and take another photo. That's Subaru. Oh, I'm going to check that Subaru. Was that an Impreza or a Legacy? I think that's a Legacy. Yep, that's a Legacy. Or Forest. Is it Forester? I'm not 100% certain anymore. Oh, that looks lovely because you've got the mist and the lake and the... You can barely see. Bad weather. Bad weather through Sweden. Hey, that could be the name of the video. Bad weather through Sweden. Right. There isn't that long to go in this video, and I think... Well, I'm not too sure how long there is to go. Is it Karlskrona? Is that not where we wanted to go? So we're 62 miles away. So actually, this may be pretty good because we should be able to get ourselves over into Poland and dropping our goods off within the next 10 minutes or so. Yes, this bad weather really came in. This isn't the worst weather. I've certainly driven in real life in far worse conditions than this. I mean, the rain isn't bad at all. It's just the visibility that has gone down a little. But even then, it seems to have cleared itself up. Nope, I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping. That was full brakes. I think my brake sensitivity needs to go up. What's my brake sensitivity at the moment? Braking sensitivity. Braking probability should probably. There it is. Braking intensity. Yeah, that needs to go up. That was 4 brakes and nothing. Can I back off a little? There we go. Just a smidge. Sorry. Oh boy. Is he stopped now with his hazards on? No, he's moving. I'll move as well. So, now what's my braking intensity like? Let me try. Oh, that's better. So maybe I did have it too low. First time that has caught me out. That was... what is that warning? Oh, wait a minute. Is that like an auto handbrake thing? No, that's a warning about something. Oh, is that because I've hit the... I've caused damage to my truck? Is that what it is? It probably is as well. %? No? I'm not sure what that is warning me of now. Oh, it's gone now. So, maybe it's... Oh, could it be brake pipe pressure? Carl's chrono discovered. Sights here, 6 of 27. Oh wow, my brakes are far more sensitive now. Okay. Oh, I'm not going to be hitting anything again in a hurry, I'm sure. Now I'm worried about people hitting me. Yep, there are lots more sensitive. I'm just going to give you an example here as I come up to this junction. I'm going to be turning it, slamming the brakes. Look at that. If I'd hit the brakes there beforehand, I would have probably stopped about here. Yep, probably about here. Right. What was it that? Can I get that up again? Yep, there it is again. Something. Ah, I know what it is. Low brake pressure. That's awesome. Which way are you going? So I'm guessing once the brake pressure comes back up, then it should go away, that alarm should go away. Yes. Okay. That's something new. That's what I've learnt. I might do an actual test on that a little bit more, but we shall see. We shall certainly see. So how long to go is the big question. I'm fairly sure this isn't too long because I think, taking a look around, we must be near the sea. We have to be near the sea, looking at the amount of water and the amount of bridges and, well, that, for example, right there. That tells me that we must be near the... Ah, there it is. There's the ferry. Whoa. That guy was stupid. Okay, well, brake pressure's gone now, so I mean, brake pressure's all the way back up. Right, and it is getting dark, so it's just a perfect time to head over to Poland. So we'll be back in daylight by the morning. Right, is it the junction is just here? Yes, I see a ferry, so this must be it. It's not a junction, it's just a straight drive in. Alright. Where is it? There's a ferry. Is that my ferry? I do not know. Where am I going? Oh, over here. Apparently this is the ferry. Okay. Right. Gdynia, 10 hours. It's not bad. Should be 8 in the morning. Oh, 5 in the morning, so it might be a little bit dark, but the sun should be coming up in an hour. So what time was it? Was it not 10? Oh, yeah, the sun's already coming up. There we go. Let's continue on our way. Right, for this, it looks like I'm immediately turning in this direction. Okay. This doesn't look like this is going to take me too long. No, I want to go. There we go. Yeah, this should not take me too long to finish off. Looks like we have some seagulls flying around. I'm not sure where seagulls fly around in that fashion, but there we go. Once again, it is difficult to read the speed. Is that 31? It might just be. I'm just going to look at the speed limits there. 50 at 31 miles per hour, which is 50 kilometers an hour. Right, so who's going where? You're stopped on the roundabout for some bizarre reason. No idea why. Okay. This is just silly. I'm going this way. Yep, this is the way I'm going. I'm then going to... Really? You're not going to let me... You are not going to let me go, of course not. Oh, the frame rate is tanking. Go on, come on, move. Oh, the frame rate really is tanking there. Okay, so I've found a place in which the frame rate struggles in Euro Truck Simulator 2 for me. Lovely. Oh, look at that. The brakes are so much sharper now. What is this person doing? That Skoda's nice. That red Skoda was really nice. Interesting traffic lights. They have arrows on them, not even for the red. So the red is, so it's green for people going straight, red there. But it's very rare you see that in that fashion. Okay. How long to our destination? I have no idea really. I would like to get into this lane. Try and pull in behind the Golf here, and then everybody else can overtake me properly as they should be. Because I'm a lorry and I cannot travel quite as fast as they can. Oh, I see signs for Gdansk. I'm going to get that wrong every single time, unfortunately. Little bit close, but it's okay. Is that a Tesla? Not a fan of Teslas at all. Right, we shall turn off. I have to remember how strong my brakes are now. Keep an eye on anybody wanting to turn in here. They are not. So I shall go. I'm still surprised about that understeer that I had around that corner. I was just going around and suddenly I just lost steering. That was actually quite impressive. Right, so it looks like in Poland we have a mixture of signs. Some have yellow backgrounds, some have white backgrounds. So interesting to see that. Right, we're in Gdansk. Miasto Gdansk. The ministerial area of this place, perhaps? Not entirely sure. Not entirely sure at all. I will need to swap lanes. I might as well do that now, as I am turning down this road. We've taken about half a tank of fuel in this trip. I think I do need to try and unlock a more fuel efficient way of doing this. There we go. I was going to say so that I can see the traffic light. There's a nice Mustang there. Never been a fan of convertible Mustangs. At least not that model. Interesting thing to say actually, a couple of weeks ago, I saw one of those Mustangs on the road. But I also saw, that's a lot of traffic. I also saw, okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I also saw, along with it, I think there must have been in a convoy, I saw an older, is it Mark V Mustang from the early 2000s? Sorry, from the mid 2000s. The early 2000s was the. I need to think which mark and model is this now? So the Mark 1 is the that's the Mark 1. Then you got the Mark 2. The Mark 3 was horrible, I think. The Mark 4 was the SVT Cobra. The Mark 5 was the one that had that classic look about it again, and then they've built on from that. So yes, I saw a Mark 5 and a Mark 7, I believe. And the Mark 5 was actually imported. I do not think they sold them in the UK, so it was a left-hand drive. It was really nice. Very, very, very nice car. Right, this is our destination. So I can stop blabbering on about random vehicles. Speaking of random vehicles, what's pulled up alongside me? Let's find out. It is a... Is that a Fiat Punto? Looks a bit like a Fiat Punto, but the lights do not. Fiat do not make Puntos anymore, do they? And just hit the curb a little. Right, so apparently I'm delivering fuel here. Very good. Let's find out where I'm delivering the fuel. Do you want me to slot the fuel in? Ah, there. Okay, that is doable. Please stand by. There we go. Right, let's ensure that I turn this properly first. And give it plenty of room so I can actually see where I'm going. There we go. That is why I pulled it forward as much as I did. And just ease it around. Watching the wheel. Follow it all the way in. Nice and easy, and that should be a green. Now? Not now. Now? There we go. Now. Actually, some of the best parking. Oh, still not quite in the centre. That's pretty close though. So there's our truck. There's our job complete for the day. I'll do that. I'll do that. I'll do that, and I'll switch off the engine. Get back inside. Press T to decouple and finish the video. So that video was 10 minutes longer than it should have been, probably due to the crash. To be fair. But let's see if we got to level 17. We did. Okay. Current company job offers. Just going to have a quick look at this. Oh yes, we need to do eco driving. We need more eco driving. Thank you. Current company job offers is those two things, which isn't really great. But if I was to jump out of that, I think there are no more new parts available. So we'll have to have a look. Probably wrecked my wheels quite badly. Yes, it is the wheels. That's just wrecked a little and some chassis damage. So we'll have to fix that. What I will do is probably in the next video. Well, we'll have to have a look. But I'm going to. I think I'll cross the off camera. I'll cross the road, check that out, and then I'll have a look at the freight market. Since it's daytime, we should be able to find something. For example, hot chemicals. That's an interesting one. Or some more petrol. We'll have to pick different cargoes because I know these are really expensive, but I want to pick some different ones. Sometimes they might get a little bit boring, like maybe some roof tiles or some gravel. Yeah, things like that, but we shall see. For now, thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video, subscribe to the channel for more videos on Euro Truck Simulator 2, leave a comment in the comments box below, letting me know what you think. Don't forget to support me on Patreon, if you can do so, at www.patreon.com/ECGadget. Your support would be massively appreciated. It would really, really help me out. And also, you can find me on social media at ECGadget, LP for both Twitter and Instagram. That is all from me, and I will see you next time in Euro Truck Simulator 2.